Hello, welcome to another episode of Gaming News Podcast. I'm Bren.
I'm Spidey without a beard.
Without a beard.
I look
I'm not
like
wearing pants, but
I
they can't
look
see
like
that.
I'm like 15 years old. Like
You look younger. You
I
look a
look
lot younger.
very young.
I'd say you're older than that.
I may like
I'd say you're at the age now where you look a little older. I'd say
no.
19,
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm glad I don't look like I'm in high school anymore, like everyone kept telling me.
Maybe to them you would. I don't know. Anyway, today I got some stuff I want to talk about. Because I always like to update my gaming journey.
Yeah, what's going on with the gaming journey?
So it's not good. It's not good as you can imagine. I'm not in the same. I'm getting like better at not being in the same thought loop that I usually am in. So we had some guys in town, that we had a buddy in town this past weekend. So we played video games. We played COD, which we were drinking. Which COD's the worst game to play when you're drinking because you have to be like on crack basically.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing like meth, it's like the worst drug you could be doing when you're playing. You're playing.
No, it's never a good thing.
So I was doing terrible. I was playing on my laptop. It was just bad. I wasn't having any with that. I wasn't really having any fun, honestly. So we decided the next night to play Ultimate just for fun.
Oh boy, Smash Ultimate.
So I was like, yeah, I'll bring it. Why not? So I brought it. We played some Ultimate. It was like all four of us, and I had a blast playing that. I was like, dude, playing with four people is just so fun. It's like goofy. There's no input lag. It's just like, I don't know. I just had a blast with that. So I was like, dang, maybe I should start playing like Melee or Smash Ultimate or something. Not even Melee because I always try that and I'm terrible.
It's the hard one to get into.
So I'm like, I'll play some Smash Ultimate. So I was playing Smash Ultimate. So quickly started having zero fun. I mean, like, mainly because it's like 50-50 if you're going to lag so bad for the whole match just because we know how bad their internet is.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
I don't want to spend $40 to direct connect and potentially still lag some. So I was like, nah. Removed it from my Switch. I was like, done.
You're like, can't play this.
I don't care. I literally uninstalled it. I was like, I don't care.
Can't play this game anymore
at all. It's no fun. It runs like crap.
No. It's sad because they put time into making all those characters kind of balanced, but they failed.
The game is good.
Yeah,
I think the game is good.
They failed at like the most important part of the game, which is functioning servers. Like that is the most important part, though.
So local play, like playing with someone in person, was way more fun.
Oh yeah.
Like I had way more fun. You're better off internet wise playing Slippy, like Melee.
Oh yeah.
Because they have rollback. They made their own rollback. It's good. It's better internet.
Well, because they're a bunch of smart, talented people who actually know what they're doing.
But I also was like, I don't really want to kill my hands. Like if I game for long periods of time, my hands hurt sometimes anyway. So I don't want to like Melee. You're literally like freaking moving your hands like I was like, dude, my hands are hurting just from playing Ultimate. Imagine if I was like trying to play Melee.
Well, you also one thing that's nice is you can kind of take that the Melee experience and kind of apply it to Ultimate in some way. Like it does translate in some ways. Obviously, Obviously, the tech no.
Melee's. I still get urges to play it for some reason because it is fun, but when you actually play online, you just start getting that taste of that real. Because I like playing Jigglypuff, but if you don't hit your rest, you're basically doomed. But anyway,
Jigglypuff is really fun.
Yeah, I like her because she's different.
Like she's actually fun.
Characters. And it doesn't hurt my hands as much.
I'm gonna be honest, all the characters who are unviable are pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, well, Puff's very viable.
Like, well, I'm talking about like not the tier where they're like, dude, look at this. This is Fox or Falco or whatever. Or Marth. Like I'll say Marth is kind of not an outlier, but he's less well known.
So I was like, okay. I don't really care. I was like, I don't really like. I like watching it. Don't get me wrong. I love the game, but I've already come to that realization anyway. So it's like, okay, well, Ultimate's off the table for me as well. Like, no, thank you.
That's it. Well, that game's just sad.
Yeah. One thing I've weirdly been wanting to play because I haven't really played it really is Mario Kart 8, which
Oh,
would
you
be.
should.
Is it good?
Um,
I played it like a little, but like not really.
for me, the weird gimmicky kind of water and hang gliding sections are like,
Not a fan.
but the courses aren't terrible. It's just the gimmicks that are kind of like they didn't need to add the gimmicks in. They could have just stuck with, what Mario Kart 64 did or DS, where it's just a straight track, and the gimmick is the stage, not random gimmicks in the stage.
Yeah, just because Mario Kart seems like that makes sense, and I agree with you there.
Like, but that's just an odd.
Like Mario Kart, such a good game in the sense of like it's one of the only games if I'm losing I'm not like mad. I'm just having a good time.
It's bonkers, honestly. The logic with Mario Kart.
Yeah,
it's like you don't even know what's going to happen. You'll just get destroyed. You literally have no idea if you're going to win or lose at all. It's just completely random. That's what helps. It's just like if you can go to 8th place and just conquer the thing, or you can just go forward, or you can be in first place 1 second and then someone rockets their way to the start with the freaking bullet bill.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I think that, and it's just it's just goofy. Yeah, it's goofy. It's like Fortnite for me. Fortnite's the only shooter right now that I'm actually enjoying playing. Besides, I don't mind COD multiplayer modes. Like that's kind of fun.
It's very very tricky.
But everything else, Fortnite's the only battle royale I think that's fun right now.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
So it's literally like for me, I was like, man, I could see myself trying to get better at Fortnite. Like I need to learn how to build, but I think I can do it.
Well, it's a fun journey too. It's a fun little journey to.
But my goals are low. It's just to be mediocre. It's just to be like able to build fight is one of my goals. That's a simple goal. It's not about being really good or about.
Well, you're thinking about having fun.
So I'm thinking that's where my headspace is at now, which I think from the past is leagues ahead of what it was.
No, it's always good.
Liege. I should say Liege is ahead of. League of Legends,
dude.
I should say it's Liege is ahead of.
Yep, I like for 10 seconds I was like, what was that? And I was like, oh yeah, that one episode, League of Legends. Like, oh gosh.
Anyway, that is, don't talk about that too.
No. Let's speak more about it because I'm where you're at too with stuff that I.
You know what I mean? I've been kind of like I played Fire Emblem last night because it's on the Switch. I played on that game, the Game Boy Advance games they have on it. I was playing that last night. I was having a blast doing that. That game's great. Still holds up. Honestly, it's better than the dialogue is more clever than I remember as a kid.
Oh, it's amazing.
As a kid, there was all these jokes I didn't get. As a kid, I was like, "Oh, what?" Like when you first meet those two knights, Kent and like.
Dude, yeah, I remember them, dude. Kent.
He's like hitting on her like crazy. Sane is like hitting on her like crazy, and Kent's like, "You idiot."
Well, I wonder. And
Lynn's kind of like into you, like your character, but like I know that's not necessarily how everything ends up. But and I also didn't realize that like she's super young, so like Lynn is like so young, so like these knights, this knight guy being into her is like super weird. And because they constantly talk about how she's a young swordsman, like a really young swordsman, swordswoman or whatever.
Yeah, well, it was that game's amazing.
Even though she's like OP, she's like an OP character at the beginning.
She's busted as frick.
So these knights are like way worse than her.
Kent, I think, is one of the coolest.
Kent is cool. Dude, he would be your vibe of character.
Like, he just looks like Roy.
He does look like Roy.
He looks like Roy. Well, yeah, funny you should say he looks like Roy. Huh.
Is that Roy's dad?
Yeah.
It is?
Wonder who his mom is.
Lynn? Lynn ends up with Kent.
It depends on your path, dude. It depends on your path. Is he with Ellawood or is he with Kent? Or is she with Ellawood or is she with Kent? There's multiple different characters.
Yeah, I haven't played in so long, but this strategy of it is so fun.
Oh, it's a blast.
So I was like, whoa, I'm playing a single player game. Like,
awesome.
This is worth remembering, like worth doing. I almost heard Kingdom Hearts 3 last night.
Oh, you did? Oh gosh,
I almost did.
that's gonna be a storyline mess.
I was wanting to play through the other two. I just don't know if I'm going to do that.
The first two games, I always come back to 2 and 1. Those are the two I come back to the most. The first game's pretty fun, like we've talked about. Second game's got slicker combat, but the first game also has a kind of nice mystery feel to it. I think that's where that wins out. I think the second game wins with the characters, but I think the first one wins with the weird freaking what the heck is going on.
Yeah, the first one.
Like what?
In some ways, I like the story better. Yeah, the mystery, there's like a whimsical aspect to the first one, not to the combat, but just to the.
Oh yeah, it's a heck of a lot.
Just to the story.
It's much more eerie.
It's like really magical. It's like mystical.
Very mystical. Very mystical.
Which I love about it.
The second game is, hey, let's just throw as many plot twists.
Combat's way better.
The plot is like so many.
The plot's still
characters.
cool.
Oh yeah, no, the characters are probably the best part about it.
Because you get Roxas.
Yeah, you get,
which is amazing.
Organization 13 is amazing, and they're just side villains. That's all they are.
I played Crash last night for a little bit too.
Oh, you did?
You got on there.
Yeah.
I was raging at that for a while.
I drew a sprite, a crappy looking sprite.
Nice.
Have I been doing anything with it yet? No. It's desaturated though. I want to go for a desaturated look instead of.
I don't know what that is.
Just like less colorful than I usually do. I wanted to go for a more.
Dude, screen share. Show us the clip, dude.
So how do you do this? I've never.
So in the call in the middle it says share your screen.
Oh.
That was one of the options.
Well, I gotta open up ASE Sprite.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, man.
All right.
Show the cast is desaturated.
Yeah, so we got ASE Sprite here. This is my Sprite program.
Oh, nice.
And this is my man. I want to go.
Did you have the shading yourself?
Yep, everything. He's animated. He's animated. It's gonna look like jittery frames, so you can see him falling over, walking.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
not bad.
He's very
pretty good.
Yeah, he's and then basically, I can just copy everything that I'm doing with that for every other character. So, proportion wise, yeah, no, I
on those games over there. Huh?
Yep, I wanted to. Well, I was thinking about how Arkham Asylum is, with like the way the world's designed, the way the world kind of ties into the gameplay. I was like, I kind of want to do that. Maybe not like, oh, he's a vigilante, but it's more, he's in a more eerie kind of place. Except it's in 2D, so the atmosphere already kind of fails. Because 2D is so hard to sell.
Oh, yeah.
With that, it is so hard to sell with. But it's also easier because anyone can run it on their computer.
Who cares, dude? Dude, one of my favorite games of all time is Braid. And that game...
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's just a 2D, side-scrolling looking... It's like that guy... and one guy worked on that. He did everything. Yep. One guy did everything in that.
I remember that.
Another good game, Fez. Fez is another good game. That's an indie. One guy made Super Meat Boy. There was like 2 guys that made that.
Yeah.
Dude, they still make that game.
Oh, really? I had no clue.
Fez was a huge one that he struggled for a while, but one guy made that. That game's really fun.
Oh.
You can make good games that are like graphically however you want.
You also don't have to break your back with the programming either.
Look, you gotta find, if you're making a game yourself, you gotta find ways to work around stuff. If you can't find somebody who wants to do art for you, then you just gotta work around it. Which this idea you have right now is like how you work around it.
Yep, it's very simple So I was looking at 3 games for technically 4 for inspiration. So you got Arkham Asylum for the atmosphere where the world kind of tells a story, which that's the only game where I think.
I almost played Arkham Knight last night.
Oh, dude, good game.
Because I have it on Epic Games for free.
Game.
Or no, I think I bought that bundle. No, they had it for free. They had the whole bundle for free on there one time. Epic Games is insane in that way.
Oh yeah, no,
they'll give you like randomly just like here's a AAA game for $0.
They're single-handedly saving video games in my opinion.
Dude, I feel like a good series would be trying to beat every game in my Epic Games library or something. Like a good video.
Oh yeah.
Idea.
No, those games and Arkham Knight, like there are parts where your jaw is gonna drop. There are parts where you're gonna be like, "What the frick is going on?" There are parts where you're gonna be like, "This is well written," and then there are parts where you're gonna be like, "What?"
In the, yeah, I can't wait.
It's like a balance. It's like a balance. It's a good game, but it has its heights, but it has its peaks. It has its lows.
It has its valleys.
Peaks. Yep, it has its valleys, has its peaks.
So
Arkham Asylum is just a peak.
Incredible.
Arkham City has some small peaks, but not too big. The valleys are big though.
I liked it. It was kind of weird though.
I meant. Well, I said that oppositely. I meant it has its valleys in a different way and very small peaks, not like massive.
The high one.
Yeah. The peaks are the. Yeah, I'm just mistaken.
Yeah. Oh, so you're reverse.
No. Yeah, it's got some really good moments.
It has some good peaks.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's got a lot of valleys.
It's got some valleys, but they're not as bad as like Nights are like deep valleys. Deep valleys where you're like, so what were they going for with this? But it's still a great game. Still a great game. But it is the conclusion where you're like, could they have done something different? Yes.
So Mario Kart 8, what would you give it? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Like if I was gonna get it,
I'd give it like.
Because they added all these old tracks to it and stuff not long ago as well.
A side thumb, it'd be up here, but it's slightly to the side.
So it's almost a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's almost a thumbs up. It's not like the mid ones where you're just like this would be Arkham Knight, where it's like.
Like, do people play Mario Kart competitively? Probably not.
Yeah,
there's probably some people who say they do, but is there like a legitimate like circuit for it? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. It depends on what game you're playing. I think the DS one was pretty strong. People still play that to this day, obviously via an emulator, but they have their own servers and all that, and I'm sure Mario Kart 64 does. Like, there's no way they haven't made servers for that.
They do have tournaments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that seems like it might be kind of hard to do.
I don't know. It's pretty random.
Oh, it is.
Anyway, so I might snag that up because it's just Mario Kart's always been like a relaxing.
Oh, it is. Some of the best video game music you'll ever hear from Nintendo. As well.
Great, yeah, a lot of that. A bunch of people can play with each other at once, which is fun. Oh yeah,
it's a blast.
Hopefully, the online's a little better than Ultimate, but gonna be doubtful on that.
Yeah, it's pretty sad when a fighting game's internet's bad when you need that.
Dude, Nintendo's about due for a new system soon, aren't they?
Oh yeah, dude, they are. I think they are planning on
I know Switch is still one of the most sold consoles of the new gen, beating the new gens because people love the Switch.
Oh yeah, no,
which is only because of its handheld capability.
Yeah,
for that I don't think it. And they have IPs that they don't let anyone touch.
And now that competitors are coming out like crazy now. Like I never thought that would happen. Steam Deck.
There's another one that's cheaper that came out.
And I'm excited. I hope that.
No, it's not cheaper. It's not cheaper than the Steam Deck, but it has better graphics card.
Now that's something I would consider investing in actually, just because it's just It's not just a novelty. That's something that's cool. If you wanted to go on a trip or do something, you could have that around.
Dude, that and
Like,
dude, I don't know what it is. Like, and it probably isn't good for your brain, but it's like I love popping a show on that I know what happens every time, and just like playing a game. I love being able to like sit outside and play a game, or like do that kind of stuff. Which is the only thing I do with my Switch. I feel like it's like if I want to sit out and play a game on my Switch. Of course, they got all the Game Boy Advance games, so I've been loving that.
that stuff. Well, that stuff's all dialogue heavy. Has something you actually have to pay attention to. Nowadays,
Yeah.
story's so like subtle and stuff that it's like, who cares?
True. What do you have on your Switch? I know you have Ultimate. Did you get the new Poke? I know you got the Diamond and Pearl remake.
Yeah. What else was there? What else do I have on my Switch? I have Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Yeah. I have some crappy indie games just because I thought it was a boring day, so I was like, I'll just buy a bunch of really terrible.
Plus, you can get a bunch of those with your Nintendo points.
Yeah.
That you don't use for anything else anyway.
No, I was like,
you get some like free little games. Yeah.
Yeah, like really bad zombie games.
You got Thief Simulator.
Oh yeah.
Like that one.
And then when I started playing it, it's funny the difference. I didn't realize that thing was running like 20 frames until I bought the PC version. And I was like,
Switch is weirdly. I don't know if it's because of the small screen, but it's like weirdly good at hiding its frame rate.
I think it's good. Well, I think it's good because a lot of times the art styles in the games don't really.
Yeah, it saves that. I think that saves it.
Well.
Seriously, because Breath of the Wild frame drops so much, but like weirdly the art style makes it like a little less noticeable.
Yeah,
like I noticed it. Don't get me wrong.
It's like
something about.
It's like Ocarina of Time. You don't really. I'm not sitting here like this is 20 FPS. I'm like this is like 25 FPS. I'm like this is Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm playing that's what sucks when you played like an older game and you can notice a little bit more. That's awful.
Dude, the thing about it is that's part of the reason I haven't really gone up from 60 frames. I've only played games at 60 frames a second, which everyone's going to be like, how could you? You're not a real hardcore gamer.
120 frames.
I've never been past 60, and I kind of don't want to be.
Well, it's almost sometimes the game can't even keep up with it.
Yeah, but it's like if I get used to 120, then when I start playing on 60, which is going to happen sometimes, I'm going to be like, oh, this feels terrible.
Oh, yeah. I play games.
So now if I go to old games, it's not that bad because I could handle 30.
It's like, who cares? Well, 30 doesn't even look bad, honestly.
Not competitively, obviously, but
no, but like for any casual experience, it's okay. Now, would I want to play my? Now, is Ocarina of Time running in 60 FPS because of clever hackers? Yeah. Does it look surprisingly really good? Yes.
See, that might be worth a playthrough. That might be worth a playthrough if I could do 60 frames per second on that.
Yeah, dude, I saw it. I was like, this is like so smooth. I played frickin' Twilight Princess in 60 frames and it almost broke the game. It was like...
That's another game I gotta play.
That's
another game you tell me I need to play. I need to play that.
Put it on Switch, Nintendo! Put it on Switch!
I would get it if they put it on Switch. They can even put it in like a... Well, dude, what they need is a GameCube. How they do like 64. They need a GameCube. Dude, you know how poppin' a GameCube version of that would be? Everyone would buy Nintendo Online if they got a bunch of GameCube games on there.
I seriously don't understand. Like, notice with Luigi's Mansion 2, like in the previous one we did, they actually made a full game. Why are they not doing that? Like, making a full game? Like, that deserves that. A full game. Something like Twilight Princess deserves a full release.
I would get that.
That deserves a full release. Support them, man. These poor guys.
You rave about it.
Yeah, and these poor guys are probably like trashed. They were trashed for like a significant period of time. You had like 7 years of people saying the game was terrible, and saying Wind Waker was like up there with the Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past.
I love
and saying
Wind
like
Waker.
Twilight Princess was like low down. It got
Oh yeah,
like,
everyone was.
oh
All
yes,
those like Zelda tubers were like
oh yeah,
bashing.
everyone was like it's terrible. Everyone's like
I
this
think they
game
changed
is
their.
bad.
Some of them changed their opinion on it though.
Yeah, it's
didn't they?
little convenient when the fan bases shift.
I mean, PBG.
He hated.
He loved Skyward Sword.
He loved Skyward Sword more than
which
Twilight
is so
Princess.
bad.
And I played it, dude. It's terrible. It's like it feels. You know what it kind of feels like? It's dated. It's really dated. It's more dated than a game from the Nintendo 64.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy. A guy from our work said that his girlfriend still plays on a Switch. Or I mean on a Wii, but the Wii the Wiimote, he doesn't have like a bar for it, so she has to use like either point it at the sun or like buy a candle to like trick it into picking it, and she like loves it. I was like, dude, get your girlfriend a freaking at least a new Switch.
Get her a GameCube. There's your compromise.
His response was, she's got a job too, which is fair.
Bro, dude, get yourself a GameCube. Both of you. That's gonna be better.
Dude, you still have that GameCube that I got on my birthday. That thing is still kicking somehow.
Yeah.
It still works, right?
I ended up, well, what's funny is all I have left actually is Nintendo 64 and
But you got rid of the Cube?
Yeah, the Wii that can play the Cube games. So it's because
before you got rid of it, it was still working, right?
Oh yeah, it worked perfectly. And then not only that, it's only because GameCube emulation is so good. It's like
was GameCube their best system, you think?
Nintendo's? Yeah.
Because I liked some of the titles on the Wii. I just didn't care about the Wiimote thing at all.
Well, the Wii...
but I did like...
Oh, there were some cool games, dude.
Yeah, like the Wii had some good games. I just don't care about the whole...
the waggle fever?
Yeah, I don't care about that thing at all. I don't care about that thing at all.
I mean, it just looks...
Any of their weird gimmicks like that with the Joy-Con when you're looking like you're...
It looks...
Oh, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Why did you think I was? Yeah.
yeah.
It looks something. Yeah. It's not appropriate.
But other than that, like, yeah, I don't care about their weird gimmicky stuff.
So
I will say, a handheld to the dock is clever.
Oh, you're talking about the Wii U, yeah.
The Switch. I mean.
Oh. Because
like going from handheld, then putting it in a dock, and then being able to.
Genius.
The Wii U, I looked so dumb, I didn't even want to touch it.
I actually played it.
Like, what was with that? What was the whole gimmick with the pad? With the like, that was basically like the early it's like a Stone Age Switch basically.
Oh, it
seemed like
it was Stone Age Switch basically. It was terrible.
Like, what did you do? I know you could play games where like, oh, someone would be like Mario and you would be the boss, so you could like make the level on the pad.
Yeah.
And you would make things happen, or you make zombies come in and stuff.
It was like,
and I was like, I don't care. That looks so dumb.
Well, the problem is the gamepad gimmick was just it. They should have just made it the Switch in the first place. That's what they should have done. Like, you don't have to have the gamepad.
With the tech now, they can make a crazy Switch though.
Oh yeah.
Like, they can make like the way that phones go, you can make a wild Switch at this point. If they made it run as good as they did with the crap they had then, they could probably make a killer Switch these days.
What I find funny about it is they just don't, for some reason, they just don't try anything. They go bare minimum on us.
I mean, if Switch is still selling so well, they're probably just like, well, let's just wait till the sales die, you know? Like, they're probably working on something and just let's wait till people stop buying the Switch.
I've heard they were working on something.
Because they released the OLED Switch. That was their most recent thing, right?
Yeah. And the OLED was like the biggest disappointment ever. People were like, what is this trash?
Was it?
Oh, yeah. People hated it.
It was just a better screen,
Yep,
right?
that's it. It was a better screen. So you're telling me the screen sucked? So you knew the screen sucked? Let me look this up. There has to be a new console that they're... Yeah.
Have they like teased anything?
There's mostly... It's mostly rumors and crap, so no. I doubt there's going to be That's all it is. It's just like NVIDIA chips. It's like Nintendo's not going to put an NVIDIA chip in a Switch. They're not gonna.
No, they're not gonna do that.
No, you're not gonna have.
They're gonna put like the new Snapdragon or something, like the cell phone stuff in it. That's what they'll do.
And it'll probably be like an old version of it.
So does the dock give it more power, and that's it?
Honestly, if you made
the dock, you could put a bunch of good stuff in the dock.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
make the handheld you could make the handheld as good as you can with like the new cell phone stuff, which will be pretty good. Then if you put it in the dock and it beefs it up to like you could do 120 FPS or something, then it would be like wild.
Well, they would never do that. Like that's
if you actually had a really good Wi-Fi card, or actually God forbid, a jack for your LAN cable. Which I guess, dude, Zach told me that the OLED Switch docks have that connector, the direct connector on it. And I was like, can I use my Switch dock with an OLED dock? Like my regular Switch.
Yeah.
I also need a screen protector for my Switch because there's like rubber pieces that it just scrapes against. When you put it in the dock.
Speaking of Switch, I got mine with my.
This is his leftover.
Yeah,
this is all he's got.
Yeah, this is my custom. I got my custom. I bought some Joy-Cons.
Does your dock have? Does that? Because I know you bought an off-brand dock.
Yeah, I did. I can look at it actually.
Does that have a direct connect?
No, it does not. But I could.
That'd be sick.
I probably could get one that has one on it that works. Because it's way better.
I don't care that much.
Well,
half the time I'm using my Switch off the dock. Who's using their Switch on the dock half the time anyway?
Let's
be real.
It depends on what I'm doing. If it's like an HD remaster of a game that I played back in the day, then yeah, I'll use the dock. But if we're talking about a regular mainline release, no. Why would you use the dock?
Yeah.
Why would you and not only that, the last game I played on it was the Metroid Prime remake.
Oh yeah, and you said it was
just the same.
The
controls fix it. It does fix the game. Don't get it twisted. The game is fixed in a lot of ways. The game is much better.
It's still like boring as ever though.
The story. The problem is the lack of story. But what did you expect? The second game.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut.
I always bring it off. I always bring it up, but the second game always had a story, kind of, like always had a more detailed story. With dialogue.
Yep, that helps.
And cutscenes.
They really lost their minds with the controls of that original.
Oh, it was
terrible.
Just
lost it. They just lost it. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Honestly, I've always thought about just morbidly beating the first game, just out of morbid
With better controls, I could do it. I would. I don't know. I get bored so fast.
It's hard. Well, it's because of the backtracking. The backtracking is bad. So
I would get a headache from all the backtracking you have to do.
That's why the second game is better. It's just, hey, here's your straight path to the dungeon. That's it. There's no weird. You have to get this item to go do this. It was like you could get this item to do this, but you don't have to do it. It was like side quests in a way. It was like, do you want to get better missiles or bombs or whatever? The first game was you have to backtrack. You have to backtrack to this area. You have to go here and here. And that's kind of why I liked Arkham Asylum, because there was backtracking. But the backtracking was fun and short and not... And the world was interesting. So I was like, oh, I want to go back to this place and find out what's going on here.
Yeah.
And then in Metroid, it's like everything looks kind of the same. So
100%.
There's no
100%, dude.
There's nothing going on.
All right, so
oh yeah, that was bad.
So I'm probably gonna get Mario Kart then.
You should. It's a good game. I wish they would put honestly like I said, man, where's the DS games? Where's Mario Kart DS on that thing, bro?
They did put Mario Kart 64 on it.
Oh yeah.
And apparently you can play against each other online.
That's genius.
But apparently it's such bad servers that it's just like trash. It's just like awful.
Like with GoldenEye.
Yeah, like with GoldenEye, it's like the same kind of thing.
Jittery. Well, remember they got the textures wrong in Ocarina of Time. There was texture glitches and fog. And the frame rate was terrible too.
The only thing that Nintendo gets a pass for on that is that they have like the cheapest like online program. Like it's $4. Or it's like $3.99 a month. Yeah, it's so cheap. Plus, they have all these family deals you can get on. That's like it's just so cheap.
But it's just sad. It's just so sad that like you had a chance. You took what's considered one of the greatest games of all time and did nothing with it. Basically,
Goat.
People are like, any polls I've seen, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are at the top of Zelda games. And Link to the Past. If that's not there, those people are crazy.
Link to the Past is fantastic.
Without a Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time wouldn't exist.
Yeah, those games are quality. I've spent a lot of hours on A Link to the Past, beaten it multiple times, and it's not a short game.
No, it's not actually. It's I think it might be
so much you have to go through.
It might be the most experimental of the Zelda games, in my opinion.
They did some wild stuff in that.
Everyone's like, Majora's Mask is experimental and Ocarina of Time is experimental. No, Link to the Past was.
Dude, Majora's Mask was pretty experimental, with all the masks and like changing changing what you were.
But Link to the Past though had a whole other dimension, and it had
like a weird bunny,
and you had to find the Master Sword. You had to find it.
Like actually find it. Yep.
There were fake ones, so you go through the woods and you could pick up a fake one.
I remember crazy. So many times thinking I found it and being like, "Cool."
The music was amazing. I remember looking for that freaking sword, and I was like, "This is amazing." The quest for the sword was so good.
Oh. Imagine people having to play that without being able to look up anything.
Without guides, yeah, you just go in and.
The first time I went through it, I did it without guides. I tried to do it without guides, but I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I've looked everywhere. I have no idea what to do next.
I've played Ocarina of Time 10 times, and sometimes I still have to pop one up for an obscure puzzle. I'm like, oh crap, what do I do for this one? And then
I'll never forget going to the first time I went to the fire temple and the boss was that like jumping dinosaur.
Oh gosh, those little Dino Pulse guys going.
Dude, I lost to them so many times when I was
every time.
So many.
They're so annoying. The only
freaking one I could beat easy was that water temple, which isn't even necessarily easy when you gotta save the princess. And,
the lizard. Oh yeah, you're talking about the thing, the giant Octorok thing or whatever.
Yeah.
He's
that one.
Going around in a circle.
The biggest crush on her, dude, for some reason.
Princess, well, I mean,
weird what is that? Anthropomorphic or
anthropomorphic? I don't remember the word. I think it's anthropomorphic. She's like a Zora.
Yeah, she's like a Zora chick, but she's got like clearly you could tell she's a girl. We'll say that.
Yeah.
They
had fun with that one.
So what's the news you got? The weird news you got.
So they're making a Fallout TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
Like live action?
Yes.
That could be cool.
It's being made by Amazon Prime.
Oh, that's bad. That could be bad. Then.
Someone with Bethesda is involved though, so.
Was someone involved with Halo on the Halo one? Because that was terrible.
No. No. Bethesda was involved with this one. Someone's there. Todd Howard. He's the executive producer, so they got him.
So maybe it'll be
so
good then.
It's like
cautious. Could be a great show, honestly.
Cautious optimism. They almost made a movie about it way back in the day. Probably would have been really controversial back then. With the essentially a nuclear holocaust. But
yeah,
it was no.
Okay. I farted.
What I'm saying is I don't know what they're gonna do. So are they gonna go for their own thing? Are they gonna do this? Are they gonna do that? Like, They can do a lot of stories with it. It's not like Elder Scrolls. If they made an Elder Scrolls series, that would be terrible. It would be awful. You literally couldn't do it.
You'd have to do something new.
It'd have to be a movie.
And it would have to be really good. Yeah,
it would have to be a movie. It can't be a show. It's too big for a movie. Fallout's big, but not so massive that you can't even tell what's going on.
Is there anything else gaming-wise going on?
Minus Nintendo telling people that they'll never go back to the old Zelda style. No.
Why do people keep talking about this Baldur's Gate?
Oh, Baldur's Gate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a classic.
People are talking about how good it is.
It's like an old Baldur's Gate's freaking old, man.
Assassin's Creed Jade gameplay walkthrough leaks online.
Oh yeah, the next Assassin's Creed game.
Mojo Melee Web 3 game launches on Amazon Prime Gaming.
I'm still waiting for Mirage, and it's probably going to be terrible. Like
deck building and auto chess hybrid game Mojo Melee.
Like I'm still waiting for that game, and I'm waiting for them to not do anything good with it. They'll be like, it's a return to form, kids, and then they give you the game, and you're like, this is not a return to form.
It's a return to form, I swear.
It's a return to form, I swear. You'll see Altair again. That's what they'll be like. It's like, no.
Oh, this game looks so bad, dude.
It's like, no.
I don't get Web 3 stuff. Sorry, this article's terrible.
I'm just laughing at the fact that
What?
They're just pretending that, like, they're like, yeah, Altair has an unfinished story. Let's go to this guy named Basim. We have no idea who he is, and then we'll just bail from him after this game, too. See you later.
See ya. I agree with you on that. You gotta check this out.
What is this?
Are you looking?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it. What the
This
crap
is Amazon Prime's... This is Amazon Prime's, the freaking...
What is this?
There we go. This is Amazon Prime's Web 3 game. Look at the graphics on this. Which means NFT, basically.
Is this like a League of Legends knockoff?
No, it's an auto chess thing. Look how bad that looks. It looks so bad.
And is this like... So is this like a phone game, I'm hoping?
Wait, what? Does it have to stay on the same tab? Let me show that again. It's not a phone game.
What the crap is it?
It looks so bad.
Is it like a PC game?
Yeah. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah, gaming. Which... No, not this again. Which game... Oh my gosh, stop going to images. What am I doing? Is Jade the desert one? Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Jade is the mobile game.
Oh, it's been removed.
It's this first open world mobile game. Yeah.
Create your own assassins. You leap into Assassin's Creed codenamed Jade.
That sounds so like, dude, that sounds like something they'd come up with.
Seamless experience, parkour.
Oh, it sounds like a DS game
wall,
they would
sneak
make.
Through bustling cities. These guys in their mobile gaming market,
bro. Ubisoft, you can't do it.
Gaming Monitor dropped to new lows. Prime Games gives away popular co-op game at the perfect time. What is it, dude? Oh wait, are you seeing this?
Yeah, I'm seeing what is this?
What is it? They're giving this away? Oh, you can grab Payday 2.
So
you said this is the
They said it was did they say it was what?
Is Payday 2 still popular?
Yeah, people like Payday 2. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. How the PlayStation changed everything because it was amazing.
Why can't you say how? Why can't you just say how PlayStation changed everything?
Yeah, like
gaming giant Bandai Namco launches AI virtual pet NFT game. Oh boy.
What are they doing?
Oh, that could be smart actually. If it's like Digimon kind of.
So what? Like, I'm liking the art style, but where's the? What's the game? Is it like?
Let's see. Major video game creator Bandai teamed up with a game generic blockchain. And the NFT always scares me, but
blockchain.
Exciting news! Oh, that looks terrible.
Dude, this is a kid in Unity. This is a kid in Unity game engine.
Does this not seem a little like
fishy?
Ad?
He took a 2D sprite.
Does this not seem like strange?
What in the?
Affect anything? But how much does this cost? Like to get a monster? Like probably so much.
What the crap is this?
Why is the NFT layout game, like the layout for the game, so bad all the time?
Dude, the UI is good, man. Look at that. What is this?
Why is there like a thumbs up thing at the side? Convert to Ryu. Are you going to convert
Maru to Ryu?
Okay, but how much does it cost to get one of these? It's probably like, dude, here's $500 for a really crappy.
Yeah, for a 2D. Yeah, like a really crappy 2D flat plane. I like the music.
I do like the music. So far, that's the best part of the whole thing.
Like, this sounds like a cash grab game.
Oh.
And this is in game. I'll say it looks better than the screenshot they had. Not good, but they all kind of look like recolors of the same thing.
They look the same.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks okay. Well, I've seen enough of that. Anyway, sorry, I went on a tangent there. I am so sick of this NFT crap, dude. Make something good with it, or we're all gonna think it's garbage.
Oh yeah, no, nobody. Well, the problem is you're trying to do this. You basically had NFTs back in the day where you just buy maps. I mean, that's basically what it's basically like DLC. Yeah. It's all it is, dude. And NFT was successful as DLC because people were willing to put money into something that was good.
Well, that is true. It was kind of like DLC.
Yeah, like
because NFTs are like supposed to be like there's only one.
Yeah,
and you own it.
I guess that's true. It just. I guess
maps are definitely like the early version of it.
It was cool, dude. You get like some awesome freaking maps in the games you'd play.
Why did they stop doing DLC? I feel like they stopped doing it, didn't
they? They did.
People do it, but it's like it used to be like constantly.
Oh yeah, it used to be constantly. You get like, and they'd only charge like $5 for like.
I feel like when we played COD 4, it was like map DLC, same. DLC, map DLC, map DLC. It was like we were getting constant.
Every Halo game too at that time. Always had DLC every time.
Halo Infinite can't even give us a freaking full game even after like
freaking Halo 2 and 3 always had really good maps.
Because Pokemon started, Nintendo still does it.
Yeah, they're still doing
Mario Kart gets it.
Yeah,
Pokemon gets it.
And them being given money for
that's one thing they're doing right.
Yeah, and them being given money for this actually helps them make the DLC. People don't understand. Like, yeah, it sucks. Some DLC sucks. Obviously, $60 for a map pack is bad.
Well,
but
dude, I told you the Pokemon. Remember the Tundra, Crown Tundra? That DLC was better than the whole game.
How much money was it?
$30, maybe.
That's
Not even. Might have been less actually.
Dude, that's a fair deal.
It was better. It added so much to the game.
Why
compared to That Iron Islands one that sucked absolute
Oh
nards.
yeah, it had such a promising build-up, and then they forced you to
like, here, train this one Pokemon and then beat a gym, and that was
train
the whole thing.
a Pokemon that's not that cool. Like that thing
And I
was
beat
not
it
that cool
so
looking.
fast.
What was
I
it?
literally took that Pokemon through the Crown Tundra one
Was it
and
like
trained it up, and then I beat the other one. So I beat them both like simultaneously.
was it like Pan-Chan or something? Like
Yeah. Oh no.
what was
It was
it?
some. I can't remember.
No, Pan-Chan's from the.
But it might have been.
Oh,
It might have been. No, it was.
that
It
was
was
a couple.
Cubchoo or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
or not Cubchoo. No, that's a new one.
Yeah, Pan-Chan's a couple gens before. That's old. Pan-Chan's old.
I don't remember what it was, but it could turn into two different versions of itself.
Which.
But it was super dumb.
We already had.
Super easy.
Yeah.
My Pokemon was underleveled, and I still beat the whole thing. So.
Remember that used to be kind of hard. The fact that you could. Yeah, they'd have criticals that were nuts, like critical hits and stuff. Now they just like it's like they were too scared of the critical. Like at first they went hard into.
They still have critical hits, but I just think it happens less.
Like they used to be pretty dang. I like when I was playing the old games, like replaying them, they were freaking like.
I remember for your Nuzlocke.
Oh yeah, I lost my whole team
struggling.
to the type effectiveness didn't work at all. Literally, it didn't work at all.
And you were getting crit like crazy
every time.
Like crazy.
I lost team members every time. Every single time, I'm like, what? I was fighting. I was using water types against rock.
I think I tried a Nuzlocke one time.
Oh,
I can't remember which version I played.
Oh, did you succeed?
I didn't beat the whole thing. No, I got to. Actually, you know what? I think I did do it in yellow, and I got to Misty.
Oh, dude.
And I just stopped.
I try to get to like. I think the furthest I got was like two not dungeon. Oh, I'm thinking about Zelda. Not two dungeons. two gyms, I think, and then the gym wasn't even what killed me. The third one, it was just a random encounter that happened in Ruby and Sapphire. I was like, oh, I can. I almost skipped Brawly. I think I was like,
Brawly.
I can skip Brawly, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. So I beat Brawly.
What was this phrase? I'm the gym leader at Deford.
Brawly. Yeah, that was terrible. He was even bad in the anime. He was terrible. His voice was. Well.
Who's the coolest gym leader? Who's your favorite gym leader from the games?
Well, I can't really count Giovanni because he'd be my favorite. He'd be my favorite. I think he'd be my favorite gym leader. I think
my favorite was. Jeez, that's tough. Sabrina's probably my favorite.
I like Blaine. I like Blaine a lot. I don't know why.
That's funny because Blaine was going to be one of my lesser favorites.
I actually like Blaine a lot. I have no clue as to why.
My least favorite is Norman.
Yeah, Norman's.
Beating him was like so easy, and he was so like cocky for some reason. He was so bad.
He was pretty bad. Maybe I gotta think. So in the first gen, obviously you have Brock, you have Misty, you have.
If I'm going to original gen, it's either Misty or Koga. No. Original is Sabrina for sure. My original favorite. Because her stuff was like creepy.
I think.
Yeah, do original first gen.
Original gyms.
Well, Giovanni, obviously.
Yeah, but he doesn't count. He doesn't count. That's cheating. That's not even fair. No, if I had to go from the stock gym leaders, because you got Lieutenant Surge, you got
Surge is cool.
He was pretty cool. You got Brock. Like you said,
I do love Brock.
You got Koga. You got Misty. You got Sabrina. Who else is there? It's been a long time since I've played Gen 1. But let me look that up just to remember some of the designs. Like I remember all the ones we listed off. Just anyone else though. Yeah, no, I need to look at because it's been a long time since I've seen the gym leaders in any generation. Oh yeah. Also Erica, dude, I forgot about her. I forgot about Erica.
I'm saying Gen 1 gym leaders, and I keep getting like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet stuff.
All right, so I'd say I like Blaine a lot. He's in Gen 1. I like Blaine. I forgot Blaine was in Gen 1. I thought he was a Gen 2 gym leader.
Well, obviously, I like Lorelei a lot. I know she's Elite 4, but obviously Lance is just like so.
Oh no,
cool.
Lance is. If we're including them, then yeah, Lance. Lance is the one who wins. Dude, I played Gen 2 so many times, but I don't remember any of these gym leaders.
Oh, there's Whitney's or whatever Miltank.
That I remember. Literally Whitney, that's it. That's all I remember. And Claire, I think.
I know I'm going to remember once I look, obviously, but
it's been so long.
Falconer, I remember him. Bugsy, I remember all these people. Like, I thought Morty was really cool.
I liked Claire. Kinda. I think I liked
This was
her.
sick because you got to play freaking. This is what you play. You Koga's daughter.
I thought
because Koga's in the Elite Four.
Price was pretty boring. Like I don't remember him.
Oh yeah, and then Blue is literally the Viridian City gym leader. I forget. Dude, this game was so good. And the art looks incredible on the pixel,
then,
like on the.
Then Blue is. Pokemon. I'll go for Blue for that one. He's I forgot he was.
Oh yeah, later, Ruby, Sapphire, gym leaders.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's Brawly.
Roxanne. Norman's like.
Ooh, Flannery, boing.
You know what? I'm gonna stick up for old Brawly. That's who I'll stick up for. I'll give Brawly the win, just because the memories of
gym leader Dayford.
Even though
I don't remember this Wallace guy at all.
Oh, dude, yeah, Wallace. So here's what's funny: he was only an Emerald. He wasn't in Ruby and Sapphire.
That would be why.
Juan was in. Oh no, Juan was in Emerald. No, Wallace was. Yeah, I was wrong. Wallace is forgettable. He's seriously, no one cares about Wallace. Juan was way cooler.
Juan,
yeah, I think he's more. I'm only saying Juan because I have that stupid voice in my head where he's like, "My name is Juan."
Oh yeah.
Is it? No. I think I like Juan. He's got a lot of style to him. I remember always thinking his design was kind of cool. He just kind of looks like Doctor Strange. Looks like they knocked off of his design. He's my favorite Hoenn gym leader. I hate Tate and Liza. They're unbearable. Seriously, they are so bad. They're bad in everything they're in. Doesn't matter if it's the anime or the games. They are so bad.
You got that right, dude.
Like, seriously.
Sorry, I agree with you.
I don't think anyone was saying, they're like, dude, Tate and Liza. It's like the only cool thing that came out of that episode of the anime was Thunder Armor, and it makes no sense. It's like, how do you have a Talo that... How can Talo be ridden on by a Pikachu and then electrocuted to be...
That's an excellent question, Seth.
And I was like, this is still the best part of the episode, even though it makes no freaking sense. Because at least he came up with something. Instead of just being like...
Dude. Yeah, I agree.
No, that was a fun episode.
Dude, Mario Kart 8's been out since 2014.
Yeah, it has been, dude. It's an old game.
How have we not gotten a new Mario Kart?
Because no one.
This was out on the Wii U as well.
Oh yeah, it was. It was a port. I forgot. I totally forgot about that.
People have been playing Mario Kart 8 for so long.
Yeah. Dang, yeah. Well, now it's
apparently Mario Kart 9 is in active development right now.
Okay, so what are they gonna do? You know what I would like to do? Just put every dang course in one game.
Yes,
there you go.
That would be awesome.
Put every course in one game. How
With
about
a new twist?
Oh yeah, it was.
It's probably being developed with a new twist.
Dude, we already had a new twist. You have underwater segments with and zero gravity that can stick you to a wall. It's like, how is that not a new twist?
Oh, it's going to be like way more competitive.
That what?
They're adding a bunch of F1 race stars mechanics, including the damage meter.
I've never.
That's odd.
Yeah, that. Let's hope they incorporate that smoothly into the game, and don't just have a Mario Kart Tour on their hands where people are like, "Why did you make this?" I don't understand. It could be cool.
Yeah.
But the problem is,
who knows? I mean, it'll probably who knows how long it'll take to be out.
It'll probably be like 2 years later, 3.
I didn't realize it's been like that game's been out for almost 10 years.
Yeah, so they're like, it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Nintendo Switch. It's like deluxe.
Is it better graphics or what?
It does. It probably looks better, dude. The Wii U was like a potato. It was like a potato.
So people have been playing that game for freaking 10 years.
10 years. 10 years of the same thing. Of basically some DLC. Want some DLC for your game? How about Pink Metal Mario and Pink Metal Peach? That's their characters, dude.
Yeah, no kidding, dude.
Like, Metal Mario was cool, but now you're just kind of reaching at the bottom of the barrel. Where's Luigi's Mansion stage, huh? That was awesome.
Where's Luigi? Where's Luigi?
Where's Luigi? Mama Luigi?
Yeah, dude, Mario Kart DS was awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I played that a lot. That was a
game,
very enjoyable game.
Honestly, I want to play it now, even though it's...
I remember going on trips.
Oh my god!
Like a couple times, and we would play it in the car against each other.
It was amazing. Honestly, that's why I was like, dude, you could just put that on the Switch. Like, I'd still play it.
I play that on the Switch.
I'd still play it. I think I've seen people make stages for it. It's hilarious. People are getting it's resurging all over the place.
Is it?
Yes, it is. People like it. It's considered one of the best games in the series, along with 64. And then you have Mario Kart Tour, which everyone hates.
Which one?
Mario Kart Tour, the mobile game.
Oh, I played that. It's terrible, dude. It is terrible.
The microtransactions I heard were...
Yeah. Dude, who is playing that over just playing it on the Switch?
Yeah,
that's just another game where it's like, why wouldn't you just play it on the console?
No, yeah, it's like the Warzone debate. Warzone Mobile!
I played Warzone Mobile.
Was it better than COD Mobile's Battle Royale?
It's way better than that.
Wow.
But it's like, what? Like, dude, just play Warzone on the computer.
Yeah, dude, don't
play Warzone on the computer, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Like, don't play it on.
But hey, everyone can afford it. I get that.
Until I'm just saying, it's funny. Like, now that Steam Deck's coming out, it's really getting scary for them. It's getting scary. They're like,
yeah, because Steam Decks, there's versions of the Steam Decks that are pretty cheap to what you would think they would be.
Yeah, it's getting scary for Nintendo. They're having some competition come in, which I'm excited about. Maybe they can step up their freaking game. Like, maybe they can make something that's actually good instead of like, the Switch is an awesome concept, but they clearly didn't have the resources to...
Yeah. It could be better. That's why I'm surprised they haven't made a different one. Just because they could make a really, like, the same concept, but, like, way better these days. For sure.
Oh, yeah. In comparison, way better.
But like I said, it's still selling. You can see my Switch right here, dude.
Yeah.
It's a case.
Oh, really?
I got so upset that I literally packed my Switch up.
One moment.
Yeah, I literally got so upset that I splashed my freaking Switch yesterday. I didn't, I put it in its case and softly set it down.
Yes, excuse me.
Sam!
Yeah, that wasn't a random. Okay.
I was saying that this is where my Switch ended up. I had it set up on the dock and everything, and after playing Ultimate for like 2 nights, I packed everything up and put it on that chair.
Oh, really? I still have mine sitting here from the time that I played the remake of that wonderful game. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Dude, what was that? Dread.
Oh, dude. Yeah, Metroid. The Chozo?
Dude, content is so bad these days.
Oh, you're talking like YouTube and stuff? Yeah.
Oh, like when that specifically, like everyone fake reacted to everything.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the freaking.
I'm not saying like we react to Xbox stuff. We've been doing it.
Well, the difference is we're giving our actual opinion. They're sitting here going,
like, yeah, the thumbnail. Yeah. They'll be like.
And then guess what? The funny part is that's not even popular anymore. That's not even going to guarantee you views. It's like you just have to hook up with a brand. Just get some random sponsorship and feed off of that as quick as you can.
Hey, JonTron's been going ham with those mobile game sponsorships.
Yeah, and well, he's got the money from the mobile games, and
at least he makes good content, so I don't care.
I'm kind of sad that I'm gonna miss. I know there's gonna be an era where if they keep like trudging forward with this cloud gaming and stuff like we talked about, there's gonna be an era where it takes over.
Cloud gaming?
Yeah.
Dude, once cloud gaming actually functions properly, like once they actually make it not like a trashy gimmick,
oh yeah,
it's gonna be huge.
Mobile gaming's dead.
It's gonna be huge, yeah, because people can just play everything on there. Yeah,
it's dead.
Because you can already connect your controller and it functions perfectly to your devices. Like that aspect is cool.
Yeah,
but it's like. Done. It's like once you can cloud game,
yeah, you basically lost the war, and then not only that, we got the Steam Deck rolling in. Like this isn't looking good, man. This isn't looking good for Nintendo or mobile gaming at all.
Nintendo's only safe just because of their IPs.
And at some point, that's not even. It's like Sony. Sony was like, well, we can't really.
Nintendo's IPs are better.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in the sense of it's only theirs. Like you're only getting Mario on Nintendo, and I love Mario.
Oh yeah.
You're only getting Mario Kart on Nintendo, and I love Mario Kart. You're only getting Smash on Nintendo, and that's not true. You can play on your computer.
You're only getting Zelda, and Zelda's
like if you,
interesting now.
Yeah, like the new Zeldas, yeah. But I'm just saying, like they got their IP, so it's like Mario's huge.
Oh,
I mean. Pokemon, they got Pokemon, massive. I will always have Nintendo stuff just to play that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I love going through Pokemon games. I really do. And this one had a lot of great things about it. A lot of bad things about it too, though.
Of course, there has to be a double-edged sword with everything.
But if they tried a little harder, But I don't know how much it could have some. I don't know how much the Switch can handle. That could be part of it,
No, the problem.
The world is huge.
Yeah. They really
they outdid themselves on some of the graphics in this new one.
They need to up,
but
they need to up their game.
That maybe it looks so empty because they couldn't fit, more.
Remember, they always used to like push the limits back in the day. They would always do like the craziest things with sprite art. They'd go like super detailed, which probably couldn't run on the Potato Game Boy Advanced. Like I love it, but it was a potato.
Game Boys were so good.
Like how do you
handhelds?
Oh yeah, dude.
Nintendo killed it in the IP section of the handhelds.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Playing Donkey Kong on the Game Boy, Mario on the Game Boy, all that stuff was just so good.
It was completely. Pokemon. Oh yeah, even Zelda was pretty good on the Game Boy. I will say I do wish that those Game Boy games had been brought into the modern age. But
Battle Network, Mega Man games were sick on the Game Boy. I feel like handheld wise, IP wise, Nintendo just destroyed everyone.
Oh yeah, And it makes me sad because the PSP looked so promising. It was such a promising little rectangle.
The PSP was way ahead of its time.
It was like so promising.
Way
it had
ahead.
Metal Gear, which...
And the Metal Gear game on it was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, Portable Ops and Peace Walker.
It had Mirror Dark on there. It was like a game, or Mirror Dark, yeah, it was like a game on there. The internet ran in crazy. You had mics. You really had mics that came with it. You could communicate with your team online through your PSP. It was freaking way ahead of its time. They were like, oh, this is like for game. This is like for gamer gamers.
And then Nintendo was more like, oh,
we need to have friend codes.
The friend codes. Well, the Nintendo...
But they still kind of do.
The DS was nice because they just had, like, local play. And I don't even think you needed... Did you need friend codes for the original DS? I don't remember ever having to deal with that.
You did.
I remember there being... I don't remember it being as tedious, though.
Like, I don't remember.
For the DS Lite.
Original... Oh, you're talking about the...
Yeah, because the Lite, I don't think they had friend codes. I think there might have been, like...
I think they've always had friend codes.
I thought there was a traditional friend list, but I could be wrong. Huh.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah. Because something about this seems a little interesting.
I didn't own. I got a DS.
Because the DS Lite.
I got a DS when 3DS came out.
Because I remember.
No, I got a DS. I got a DSi.
I remember you used to be able to just like search the servers and find a random server.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I remember you could just like
so that was 3DS. You're right.
Yeah. The 3DS had the friend code.
Dude, Nintendo DS and DSi titles have built-in friend list features.
Yeah. They did. Yeah. So Mario Kart DS, you could.
Why did they change that?
Yeah. You could pop into, like, any game you wanted. I remember. You could, like...
Wow, you're right. That's wild.
And not only that, if you didn't own the game, you could still play it with your friends.
I only got a DSi. I only played Pokemon on DSi, so...
Dude.
I don't think I got Mario... I got Mario Kart when I got a 3DS.
The Lite was phenomenal in terms of the online functions. Like, you could play all over the world.
Why would they switch back? Why would they do that?
Because the Wii did it, I think. They were like, the Wii's successful, so we'll go for that business model.
Do you remember the Wii commercials?
Oh my gosh.
We would like to play.
Oh. Dude, they were terrible. It was like low budget crap. Seriously.
Hey, dude, it's not... Hey, dude, doesn't beat DK... Go and be bananas.
Well, that was just funny. That was at least like cringy funny. The other one's just cringy. It's just a bunch of Japanese guys with a remote going, we would like to play in front of like a house. They knock on this.
Did they play? I can't remember.
No, they just, that's literally all it was. They knocked on the door.
That was like the ending of the commercial, right? We would like to play.
I think that might have been the whole thing. He just knocks on the door.
Really?
Pulls out his...
They don't show any game or anything?
He pulls out his Wiimote. I don't know. I don't even remember who it was. Who said that? It was probably Miyamoto, of course. And he's like, we would like to play. And then he comes in. And then the American family's like, who the heck is this guy? It was weird.
Those are the days, man. What time are we at?
Yeah, we're at like an hour and 13 minutes.
Oh, well, we should probably end. I think you gotta go anyway, don't you?
Oh, I will.
Aren't you guys going to dinner?
Yeah. So I'll catch you folks later.
God bless, people.
That was a good episode. I did not want to talk much about the Fallout show because it was mostly
Oh, crap. Yeah, I kind of cut that out.
No. It was mostly speculation. Everything else, minus the... There's not much to talk about with it unless you want to go into a whole hour-long episode of me sitting here drowning out about Fallout 3 story over and over, because that's the only one...
I'd imagine they're going to make an original story, I'd imagine.
Like...
As Halo did, didn't it? Yeah, Halo. This thing we got from Halo is Master Cheeks.
Ugh, yeah. Halo's in bad state. And anywho, right. God bless.
God bless.